What up, it's Sci-Fi. In today's video, I'm going to go over my new build pack. It's more of a booster pack than a standalone build pack. It's more meant to be like a starting point than a definitive, this is all you need pack. So I'm going to break this video up into a couple of parts. First thing I'm going to do is a level walkthrough, just show off this little structure I made. And then second, I'm going to talk about the pack a little bit. Then I will go over how to use the parts. Some of these parts are a little bit different than my last pack. And then I'm going to talk about a door script that I modified that you may or may not already know about, that I would recommend, but I'm not going to add with the pack because it's already been uploaded. So here we go. First things first, let's do a quick walkthrough.
Gas detected. Activate emergency ventilation to proceed.
Go. Nice little walkthrough. So now I guess I will talk about the parts. The build pack has 540 parts. There is a good variety of parts, however most of them are just texture variants, I'll admit. There's not 540 unique items. But there will be a list when you go to download it of how many texture variants of every part. More or less. Some of them will just say multiple when there's different amounts. Like, for example, miscellaneous items, some of them only have like 3 or 4, and some of them have 6. So, but anyway, yeah. There is walls, obviously, floors, lights, ceilings, windows, window frames, all kinds of stuff. In fact, I will just show you. So, hit add, go to Sci-Fi build pack, 540 parts, and as you can see, there is quite a good selection. Trying to go a little bit quicker. Yeah, there you go. Lots and lots of parts to choose from. So now let's go ahead and talk about how to use some of the parts. So some of the parts are a little bit different than before. As you can see right here, I already have this set up to show you. The parts are built so that they can be, or the walls specifically, are only half, as you can see. So when you rotate these ones, unlike my old pack, they don't rotate around their center point. They rotate on an offset. So when you rotate it, it's going to rotate around that offset. Because as you can see right here, this side on this side is the front facing, the side on this side is the back facing. You can distinguish them by the back has the little side pieces sticking off. And the idea is that you can have one on one side, one on the other side. That way you can have different rooms with different wall textures without having to share one wall with both sides. There's quite a few parts that work on the same principle. For example, the pillars do the same thing, except there's one that rotates in the center, and there's one that rotates in the corner on an offset, so it's going to rotate around a corner, or around in each corner. And the other one just rotates around its center point right in the middle. Also, you need to make sure you set the grid size to 59.05 on the X and 59.05 on the Y. I know the 5 disappears, but it's required, otherwise it won't snap together properly. Grid offset could be left at 50, and yeah, now pieces will connect together, no problem. Just like that. But you'll figure it out. There's lots of parts. I'm not going to go over every one of them and explain them all, but you'll figure it out as you use them. If you're having trouble getting them to snap into place properly, then, like for example, these corner pieces right here, same thing, they rotate around that center point. So you just kind of might have to move it around, but you'll find it eventually. It's not that difficult to get it in. But yeah. So last but not least, there is a door script that I modified. So I don't know if they're going to fix it themselves, but I noticed that the door script, when you use a sound, the opening sound works when it is supposed to. However, the closing sound played after the animation played. That didn't work correctly, so I had fixed it. So I uploaded that file, that script, and it'll be available on the forum as well. I'll put a link to it in the description along with the link to these files. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty fast one today. I hope you like the pack. I hope you guys get some good use out of it. And I'll see you in the next one.